Welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. Tonight, you join us for our PEC Rocket League match, and this is a big one. Boise State is facing off against Syracuse. It's the Broncos versus the Orange tonight, and we'll see if the Broncos can pick up a win in what has been a season of ups and downs so far. Took a loss to Michigan State to start off the season, but we've recovered with a few wins since then. But in terms of universities, Syracuse is really high up at the top. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer. I'm joined by Danner Hill to call all of the action for you. And Danner, one of the reasons why we consider Syracuse at the top is because you and I were just reviewing beforehand. They've made quite an investment into their esports program, especially regarding the physical space.
Yeah, just looking at that video that you just showed me, the entire space from the stage that they have set up with that giant TV wall to the racing sims to the VR headsets to just the tabletop setups, it's crazy.
Boise State has long been known as the leader in collegiate esports, but Syracuse is one of those universities that has put in so much funding and so much support for their program. They are a quick rising star in the series, hence why they were tapped into the PEC. So we'll see how Boise State does against them as we head into Game 1 of our Rocket League match tonight. Remember, these are best of 5. Right now, Durtho and Woozy try a pinch off each other and start it off right. Boise State getting the first goal.
Not wasting any time right here. You can see Preston getting a redirect towards the middle of the field. Preston and Durtho, or Woozy and Durtho, excuse me, are getting combined efforts there and pitch it to the right side of the goal. Minute and 20 seconds in. Woozy getting that next kickoff. Preston winning it on the follow-up. Tasty's last man back. Full tick a boost. Able to get a good touch on that and trying to follow up before he gets beat out by Durtho. Not a bad touch. Durtho able to take it slow. Trying to leave it for Woozy. It's going to bounce off the backboard. It's going to be Preston. Take it to the sidewall. He's going to try and redirect on net. It's going to go towards. It's going to be saved by Gababy. But Syracuse still need to get this ball out of the net so they can try and get an offense brewing.
Durtho, almost snuck it by Mr. Lindell right there. Woozy now trying to get control of the ball, gets a touch. Gababy deflects it off to the side, but this is some really good side control Boise State has going. Gababy looking to stop that, starts the air dribble, but Boise State disrupts it. Now Gababy gets the touch on it, looking to maintain control, gets a second touch, but Woozy keeping it away from Syracuse's main playmaker.
Tasty sending it to the sidewall. Getting control for a little bit. You can see Durtho on the side. Woozy! Getting lucky. He got saved out by Durtho's touch right there. It's going to be popped up high. Preston should be able to have an easy save there. He does. Able to catch it as well with about half tank left to boost. Chain dashing to keep possession. Great play out of Preston. It's going to be sent out towards the mid. He's going to bump Gababy. Woozy not committing on that ball. He's going to be taking it to the corner. It's going to be kind of a back and forth right now. Syracuse getting some offensive pressure towards this latter half of the game. Woozy maybe able to get a pot shot towards corner. It's going to bounce out. No touch. Mr. Lindell getting a great save. And now Durtho trying to get it back, but Gababy saving it out for Syracuse.
Woozy now corralling into the corner. We'll let Preston take it. Durtho, they'll pass it past him, and it goes over to Tasty Toes. Ugh. I wish I'm just going to say Tasty from now on if everyone doesn't complain. Meanwhile, Boise State in a little bit of trouble. Preston will be able to save it. Durtho now takes a touch. There's a bit of contest in midfield to see who gets it. Gababy looking for the redirect, but Durtho gets a demo onto Mr. Lindell, and I think Preston beat him to it, and what a great pass for Boise State. 2-0, 1:42 left.
And that demo on the back end by Durtho was all that needed to happen. Passes it out to Woozy, able to put it in for a second. Very easy goal. The next thing you know, you have a minute and 42 left on the clock. Boise State 2-0.
Preston got some really nice ground off of that cheat. Durtho looking to make the shot on goal. Double commit from Syracuse, and the follow-up comes through, and it won't happen. Boise State still stays at a 2-0 lead. Mr. Lindell, great redirect by Gababy, and he tries to push it in on the ground, but Preston saves. Follow-up. Oh, man, Boise State is just hanging on in there, keeping Syracuse at 0. But the Orange is trying, and what a lucky turn of events.
What a pinch. I mean, I see Durtho trying to pre-jump that, and Woozy coming in at the same time. He's going to pinch down and in. Oh, I wish I could see the speed on that one.
Just a millisecond separating Syracuse from a save. Tasty now gets a lot of ground off of this. Mr. Lindell now ready to take it. Gababy waiting in the wings for the follow-up shot. Is still too far off to the left to make a solid contact. Durtho Now with possession, goes for one touch. Will he make another? No, he'll let it go. 1 minute left. Boise State with a solid 3-0 lead. Gababy now, flip reset, off ceiling, taken by Durtho. He's been reading Gababy's dribbles really well. Off the crossbar, follow-up. Can he get it in? Yes, Woozy can with the follow-up. Boise State up 4-0 in game one.
Oh, I thought Durtho had this double right now. Oh, it was so close, bouncing off of that top right corner. Woozy, though, pretty simple follow-up, being that cleanup crew. He's going to get himself a hat trick and possibly send Boise State through to game two with a win.
Oh, but Gababy on the cheat here. He's trying to fake out Boise State, but Durtho will read him well. Gababy now gets one touch, but it goes to the side. Preston with control back. Durtho, one touch. We'll leave it for Mr. Lindell. The clear goes through. Preston looking to center this. Has Durtho to pass to. He'll leave it for Durtho, actually, as Boise State might just be doing a game of keep away from now since they can let that clock be their best friend.
Oh, he might be able to get a double here, and actually ran out of boost. Woozy, you can see him dive there in the middle. Preston's going to get demoed, but Durtho's going to stay and try to make these next 50s with zero boost. Woozy sending it to the backboard. No double for him. Maybe a follow-up by Preston. Good job. Gababy's going to be able to send it to the corner, but with 5 seconds left, that's going to be nothing for Syracuse to be able to do to try and get this game one back. That is going to be a Boise State game one win to start off this PEC matchup.
Now that is the kind of game you love to start out with. A statement game at that, as you can take a look. Every single key stat, total shots, boost using ball control, firmly in Bronco control. And what I really like there is that I've seen Gababy as a player at the high school level before going into college, and was a very top talented Rocket League player. You do not want to leave a player like Gababy with a mid-air dribble, and Durtho read him so well and stopped so many of those dribbles that first game.
Yeah, I mean, even when you have that kind of that prospect to be able to do those things like those dribbles, those flip resets, those bumps, anything that you can really do in the air at the top level, Durtho, he spent plenty of hours practicing defending those kind of things. And him showcasing that in this game is a perfect example.
Syracuse, as we were teasing a little bit earlier with their esports facility, we were saying that they had a great facility. But honestly, even people here at Boise State say they might have one-upped us in how great their facility looks. Just the over-level polish. And that is a sore spot. That is putting a wound at a tender place for Boise State, as we are proud of our esports arena. Of course, we know that the powers that be at esports, our very own head honchos, are thinking of ways to, make our arena even more spectacular in response. But I would say the path to payback starts with a win today.
Absolutely. And Tasty is going to try and be able to keep that one out. Durtho, follow-up shot. It's going to be high. May be able to save that one out to the sidewall. Preston's going to meet it. Going to pinch it to the back wall. Mr. Lindell. Saving it out. Woozy. He's going to take it slow. He's going to try and play the 50, and he does. So might actually have another bit of boost to try and get one shot towards the net. It's going to be followed by Preston. And that's going to be a first goal for Boise State.
Man, it wasn't like Syracuse wasn't trying to get the save. This was pretty solid contact by Mr. Lindell, but Preston put so much pressure on the follow-up. It just goes right out of his hands and into the goal.
Durtho's going to be able to win that kickoff, but only after getting demoed. Preston, maybe a pass to Woozy. Baby. Couldn't quite get it with a backflip.
What a wind-up. That was just, you could see it unfolding in slow motion. Gababy too far behind on the rotation, and Preston with a gorgeous wide-open shot into the goal.
And only 30 seconds in as well. Boise State already leading 2-0, half of what they were leading in that last game.
Woozy goes flying past it, but Preston is there as the backup. Durtho now play off the ceiling. Boise State trying to set up yet another offensive drive. Syracuse yet to clear. Demo onto Mr. Lindell by Woozy. Now Preston and Woozy tag team 1-2, and that won't do. They won't quite score a goal there, but they still have a 2-goal lead in the first minute. So much has happened. It's hard to believe it's only a minute, but we still got 4 minutes left.
4 minutes left, and maybe another opportunity at Durtho. Nothing. Preston shot. Whoa, just barely wide. It's going to bounce off that right post, but he's going to go for another one, even with zero boost. Woozy shot on, saved by Tasty. Durtho pot shot around, looking for the double. He's going to get it on target. It's going to be far left corner. Boise State going up by 3.
And this is just the risk you run of having two members of the team very close to each other in the same quadrant. Both of them kind of double committing on that ball, leaving only Mr. Lindell as the possibility, but he was way back on his rotation.
Preston not able to get boost. He's going to have to bail out. Durtho trying to get a shot on. Tasty with a good save. Uzi, he's just waiting it out, sending it to the corner. Maybe even getting a follow-up. Instead, it's going to be Preston sending it towards net. Gababy. Save off the backboard. He's going to be let slow around Durtho. Now has the control. Try to get over. He gets around Woozy, but Preston able to read that one. Getting a redirect towards net. Maybe Durtho with a shot. Pass to Woozy. Just wide. Syracuse still searching for their first goal.
Gababy, play to the center. Follow up Mr. Lindell. Preston plays it right over him. And now Boise State has regained all of this territory back. Durtho goes in, beats him to it on the 50. Tasty gets one touch on it, doesn't have too much boost. Mr. Lindell doesn't have boost to work with either. The boost is very scarce for Syracuse, and they can't make too many plays because of that.
Ooh, here's past to Woozy. So close, but a good save. And now Big Baby, he's on the run. He's going to be able to get this corner, maybe even
Oh,
the follow out of Tasty. Oh, I thought Gababy was going to have that one open, but he just took really long on that one. Durtho able to dive in for this one, knock it off. Woozy also committing, and that's going to be left open for Tasty to follow up on. But now Syracuse on the board, getting their first of the series about halfway through the second game.
Over to Preston, Gababy, steal. Gababy looking for a pinch to Tasty. Oh, nope. Maybe a pinch or even a doomsy there, but he won't quite find it. Woozy doesn't get the best touch that he was looking for there off of that 50, so gives an opening for Syracuse to clear. Mr. Lindell back to mid. Durtho, solid block. Now going in for the shot, and it goes right past the back post into the corner.
Durtho maybe getting it mid towards Woozy.
There you go.
Beating out two defenders. Making it look easy.
And a simple cause and effect. Woozy waiting right here for Mr. Lindell to go in on the to commit to trying to save the ball, and then he sees Lindell flying right past it, puts it in for the goal. Boise State up 4-1.
Durtho getting two off the ceiling. Preston with another shot towards the right side.
Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but you know, it is very cold. It's winter here. But in the southern hemisphere, it is summer, because their seasons are reverse. And I hear Brazil is lovely this time of year. Would you like to take a trip to Brazil with me, possibly?
I'd love to. You know, Brazil, it's kind of on my bucket list. It's such a beautiful place.
Well, Boise State gets 2 more goals. We will be looking at a Brazil, but there's a lot of game left to play. Gababy goes in. He misses. Demo onto Durtho. Syracuse having enough of him. Preston now around the corner. Tasty leaves it for Preston. Woozy looking to carry above Gababy off the backboard. Follow up by Durtho. Finds it. 6-1. Boise State is unstoppable.
They are bulldozing through this Syracuse defense, and it was almost an amazing save out of Gababy, but an even better follow-up out of Durtho to knock that one in. And a minute and a half left. Plenty of time for Boise State to secure this game.
I'm packing my bags. I got my plane ticket. We're just 1 goal away from taking the vacation of a lifetime as Boise State. Durtho for the redirect. Gababy gets to it before he can. Still plenty of time left. 1 minute, 20 seconds. Double commit by Boise State. Press set leaves it wide open for Syracuse to gain some control. They do have boost, but they're being pressured up. Woozy can't get the touch on it. But now with a nice flip over to Durtho. Can't quite get it. The angle isn't there. Gababy pressuring Boise State. Preston to Durtho. 1 minute left.
1 minute left. Counting. Gababy's gonna have control. Full ticket boost. He's looking for the flick. He doesn't connect. Tasty sending to the backboard. No touch on a ball.
Oh no! Oh!
What a save! What? He's gonna stay out. Durtho making the next 50. It's going to be towards the midfield.
Oh, and can they recover?
Durtho for the double. Oh, what a save out of Gababy.
But Boise State now has all this pressure back, and they could off the backboard. It's set up, and one touch from Syracuse trying to keep it out of shot range. Boise State, though, is going to center it. Push it in. Woozy, we're going to Brazil. Boise State has done it. 7-1, and Woozy picks up a hat trick on top of it.
Oh, that pool's going to feel so nice. Oh, pool in Brazil, just hanging out in the warm weather. What a game out of Boise State.
25 seconds left, but at this point it's more of a formality, those 25 seconds, as Boise State looking to make a statement here. Kababy with possession goes in, taken away by Boise State. And now Preston gets his shot blocked, but it's gonna not really be too much of a problem because Boise State finishes it with a Brazil 7-1 in game 2. Syracuse, you might have a fancy new facility, but as far as the virtual field is concerned, the actual Rocket League field, it's still very much Boise State's domain.
Absolutely. They're making sure to dominate on every front. Offense, defense, counterattacks, control, just anything you can try to do in this game, Boise State is doing better.
78% too in the total shots on goal advantage as well.
They're dominant right now. They're having a good time.
They definitely are, but they haven't won quite yet. They still need one more win to take this home, looking to end the night off a bit early with a 3-0 sweep. Situations like this, you can only just hope that you don't get too far ahead of yourself and become your own worst enemy.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going into these Game 3 scenarios, or really any match point scenario, you just have to make sure you're playing the most consistent. I feel like this is the time where any sort of mistake can be your biggest and can be, the determiner of maybe a loss.
All right, off we go. Boise State versus Syracuse Broncos versus the Orange in Game 3, where Boise State stands at match point after making quite a statement in Game 2 with the Brazil scoreline 7-1. Let's go on to the third arena to see if this will, in fact, be the final one. And as you can also see at the bottom there, shout out to Dairy West. We'd like to thank our local dairy farm families as proud fueling partners of Boise State Esports Athletics.
On to the first kickoff, Durtho getting one touch to the sidewall, maybe followed by Woozy into the corner for Durtho again. He's going to be trying to get around Woozy with the shot! What a quick one, 8 seconds in, Boise State in the lead.
And this is what, this just shows how much good card control Boise State has. The ability to just come on it. I mean, the momentum, he was going away from the goal, away from the ball. I wasn't expecting a redirect there at all, but Woozy just finds a way. Where there's a way, there's a Woozy.
Absolutely, and I feel like this whole series so far, it's just been Boise State synergy.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Well, that wasn't quite synergistic there. We'll just take a mulligan on that one and see if we can't go about this the right way.
I hope so. I mean, like I was saying, consistency. One mistake could be the determiner of a loss, and right there, Boise State, they don't need to be making those ones, but still a lot of time left.
Oh, great. First kickoff, Woozy just goes right for Tasty. Something tells me that was just a bit more personal than normal. Preston gets the Broncos back into the goal. Like I said, you just take a mulligan and move on.
Yep. This one just right off of a pre-flip out of Preston. Great timing. Maybe not even seeing him come in that fast. And Preston, I should say, making up for that open net mistake. Going on to the next kickoff, though. Baby has control, but no booster, though. Has to play safe here with Tasty coming in to try and help Preston. Sending it out, getting us redirects off the sidewall. Woozy almost getting the redirect there. Preston trying to dunk on that one.
Kababy. Runs right into Durtho. Mr. Lindell now ready to gain control. He doesn't have any boost to work with. He steals Boise's 100. Boise State wins at 50, though. Great pass to Durtho from Preston. Woozy in center. And the ball just nicked by Syracuse will get them back control. Preston is going to be able to stop that shot on goal.
Trying to play control here into the midfield.
Oh, you're going to like this.
Durtho, it's going to be open, but Mr. Lindell saving it out. Durtho on the sidewall. Only as far as Gababy. Woozy sending it out of the corner. Preston already pre-jumping. Gets 50 back into that same corner. Mr. Lindell missing there. Durtho's going to be a shot towards net. Woozy with an even better pass. And that's going to be a third goal for Boise State.
That is delicious. Absolutely couldn't ask for any better.
Woozy off the backboard. It's going to be on, bar down.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why we say you can't get too far ahead of yourself here.
You can't. And with game point on the line, you've got to make sure you're covering those angles. Durtho trying to dive back and make that save. Not quite.
And also, that goes for us casters as well, because, I mean, you had one heck of a caster curse there. I mean, as far as caster curses go, that first goal by Syracuse, that was a beauty.
It sure was.
I am not in any position to speak from authority. I speak having committed much more sin.
I'm like, you've got a lot more time behind your belt here.
Yeah, I know. I'm laughing at you from way down below. All right, about 3 minutes left in this match. What a redirect! How do you even get that angle? Boise State looking to go in for the follow-up. Can't quite get it. But now as we pass the 3-minute marker, Boise State still keeping things interesting.
Whew, Durtho keeping us on our toes. Woozy getting a demo downfield. Tasty not even getting a touch there. Durtho's going to send it to the sidewall, trying to get a fast follow-up, and he does. Maybe he's going to be able to get a pass. Mitchell Lindell only getting it towards midfield. Preston, one to the ceiling. Maybe a pinch down. Try to commit with Woozy. Nothing. Durtho's going to get demoed for his efforts. Mitchell Lindell playing it slow, trying to get it towards net. Woozy pre-jumping, getting it to the corner for Preston. But with no boost, he's not going to be able to do anything. Durtho with a save to keep it out and keep Boise State in the lead.
Preston in the corner, a pinch back to mid. Boise State has to move on back. A baby coming in hot and heavy, but can't get the shot on goal. Woozy, great backboard defense. Preston gets one touch, leaves it for Durtho. Gababy going off to defend, double commit. Can't. They do get the save, but Boise State still putting pressure on.
A lot of pressure at that. Woozy's going to be able to get a beat here. Into the sidewall, Durtho. To the ceiling, gets one reset, but it gets away from him. Mr. Lindell sending it to the wayside. Woozy, one to the ceiling, trying to follow it up. Instead, it's going to be Tasty sending it high. Durtho and Preston trying to rotate, cover defensive ends. It's going to be a shot on, saved by Durtho. And Mr. Lindell trying to get it past mid for a shot. It's going to be goodbye, baby. An impromptu redirect shot for Syracuse's tying goal.
Well, well, well. We have not seen the final chapter in this match quite yet. You know, we've been calling Boise State out so many times for great redirects, but that was a heck of an accurate shot by Gababy as well. So Syracuse wanting to keep this going past game 3. Boise State, though, almost getting the lead back. Oh, but the third follow. No. Oh, they tried everything they had. Every single player got in on that one. But can maybe hear Durtho his own assist? Oh, no.
So close. Preston sending it to the crossbar. Woozy trying to get a follow-up. It's going to be sitting in the middle. Durtho, he gets that mid-boost. He's able to go push on in. Maybe get a redirect out of the corner. Nothing. It's going to fly high. Tasty's sending it to the mid. Woozy trying to send it down for Durtho. It's going to be shot on and in. Gababy coming in from the wrong side. Not able to get that save.
Yeah, picks up his 100 boost and is coming on in. Holds back on the boost, I think, for a little too long. Maybe if he had used that, he could have gotten there in time. But shoulda, woulda, coulda at this point. 1 minute, 5 seconds left. Boise State up 1, make it 2 as Woozy gets a hat trick.
Not going to waste any time putting themselves back into the lead. What an amazing kickoff out of Durtho, and then an even better follow-up out of Woozy. Tasty, even with a full tank of boost, couldn't even make an attempt at a save there. And closing in on a minute left, up by 2. Boise State, they're looking to close this series out.
Maybe not just close. I'm not quite sure what Preston was doing there, but you know what? Live and let live at this point. As long as Boise State's winning, I'm fine by that.
They're having a good time. They're confident. Gababy with a shot. Great save out of Woozy. He's going to be able to continue with it for just a little bit longer. You can see Durtho trying to pre-jump him. Getting a one touch, almost a double. Preston, he's going to try and take his time here. Getting around 1. Gababy making a 50 with Durtho. He's going to take it up by himself. No boost. Preston, all he has to do is try to make a touch, but he runs out of boost himself. And it's going to be sent across the goal, but it's going to be saved again. Closing in on 20 seconds left of this game. Syracuse, if they want to have a chance at winning, they need to get a goal now.
Would have to score it right now and get one right off the kickoff as we're down to 10 seconds. One good clear here from Boise State cements the win. And with Durtho keeping control of the ball, that'll do it. Boise State wins 3-0 in their PEC match against Syracuse. Dominant fashion. You know what I like most about that one game? Is you can tell when the Broncos are having fun. And that was a fun game.
That was a very fun game. You could tell that they're all just having fun. They were really synergetic that game, really using each other, and I could really tell that they were having a good time.
And one more final shout out to Dairy West, thanking the local dairy farm families as proud fueling partners of our BSU esports athletes. Dairy foods provide the protein to rebuild, hydration to recover, and natural electrolytes to replenish post-activity. Fuel your greatness with dairy. All right, that'll wrap up our PEC Rocket League match. I mean, really, you know, what more can you say with a match like that?
Can't really say much. I mean, 3-0, quick and out. I mean, they did a great job tonight.
Yeah. All right. I mean, we were not even a half hour into it, but you know what? You know, I mean, like I said earlier, you threaten Boise State facility-wise, they're going to come back at you pretty fast. Well, we have got our top 5 plays to bring to you to close out the night, so we hope you enjoy those. Thank you to Dairy West and ICC. You are our proud partners, and we hope to see you later this week as we continue on our PEC matches against Syracuse. We'll see you next time.
Shot on, saved by Tasty. Durtho, pot shot around, looking for the double. He's going to get it on target. It's going to be far left corner. Boise State going up by 3.
And this is just the risk you run of having 2 members of the team very close to each other in the same quadrant. Shoulda, woulda, coulda at this point. 1 minute, 5 seconds left. Boise State up 1, make it 2 as Woozy gets a hat trick.
Not going to waste any time putting themselves back into the lead. What an amazing kickoff out of Durtho, and then an even better follow-up out of Woozy. Tasty, even with a full tank of boost, couldn't even make an attempt at us. Durtho getting 2 off the ceiling. Preston with another shot towards the right side.
Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but you know, it is very cold. It's winter here. But in the southern hemisphere, it is summer, because their seasons are reverse. And I hear Brzezinski baby looking for the redirect, but Durtho gets a demo onto Mr. Lindell, and I think Preston beat him to it, and what a great pass for Boise State. 2-0, 142 left.
And that demo on the back end by Durtho was all that needed to happen. Passes it out to Woozy, able to put it in for a second. Very easy goal.
Oh, man, Boise State is just hanging on in there, keeping Syracuse at 0. But the Orange is trying, and what a lucky turn of events.
What a pinch. I mean, I see Durtho trying to pre-jump that, Woozy coming in at the same time. Just going to pinch down and in. Oh, I wish I could see the speed on.